Well, hey, Lucas, thanks for joining me today. For anybody tuning in, we're here with Lukas White. Lucas is a first baseman and also pitcher for the Doane Baseball team. And he's back home, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on and what's happened the last few weeks and our interesting time that we're living in these days. So first off, Lucas, if you can share with us just a little bit about where you are now, where you are in the country.
Now I am in Flowery Branch, Georgia. I left Doane about a week and a half ago, so it's been a long journey. It was a long drive down here, but I'm excited I got to see my family again. Honestly, with everything going on around the country, it's just kind of scary, to be honest. But I'm glad I'm able to be with my family through these hard times. So hopefully, I'll be able to get better with people.
Do you, in Georgia where you're at, do you have guidelines or restrictions, as the governor said, no meetings of 10 or more, or what's going on in that?
Yeah, I think it was Tuesday morning the governor made that announcement because my dad had to cut his meeting down Tuesday night to only 10 people that was preaching. But it's been rough. They only doing takeout now and drive-through. You're not able to go inside of any restaurants. Most of the grocery stores are still open. Some have shut down, but it's still, everyone's just trying to get through it the best they can.
Yeah. And that sounds similar to here. Lincoln just put the restaurant restriction in place. I think the mayor did yesterday or even this morning. So
yeah. There hasn't been any reports in our county yet, but some in Northeast Georgia has a lot of cases so far.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that. With every school in the country, for the most part, has gone to online learning, and with the classes on the Zoom meetings and that. How has that gone for you this first week?
It's been pretty interesting. It's been fun. I've had to log into a couple just to basically see what the guidelines are for it. A lot of teachers are kind of stressed just like we are, but I think we're all going to try to push through it together, and that's basically all we can do. It's going to be hard. I only have, most of my teachers are doing lecture notes kind of they post those on Blackboard, so they don't really have a time. I have to go in, schedule a meeting for Zoom, but they're doing everything they can. They're always responding to emails, so I think it's going to be really nice.
Good. Well, hopefully this won't be the new normal. It will be for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think everybody, especially with the traditional undergrads, hopefully looking forward to being back in the classroom in the fall. That's the plan anyway.
Can't wait. Never want to go to school so much.
Yeah, right. So when you do your online classes, do you see everybody on the Zoom, everybody's pictures, or?
Yeah, you can either choose where if you want to put the video up or not, but it just depends. Some people decide not to.
Right.
They really want to. But,
right. Yeah. It depends on what time of day, I would imagine, if you just rolled out of bed or not.
Some people are still in bed when they join.
Sure, understandable. But well, hey, let's talk a little bit about your situation with sports and the way the season came to a screeching halt in a matter of just a couple of days. So for those who don't know, Lucas, you're a sophomore at Doane. You were off to a really hot start with your baseball year, and you were actually leading the country in batting average early in the season. And so if you can talk a little bit about obviously the excitement that I'm sure you had with your own performance and getting through the early season games, and then all of a sudden things just started to change quickly.
Yeah. Well, it's been a lot of ups and downs so far. It was really exciting going into the season, having that good of a start, and feeling we have a lot of chemistry within the team, and we were excited to start conference that next week. And whenever it was that Monday morning, whenever NAIA had the meeting, I found out the season got canceled the day before I left, and it was a bad deal for everyone. I mean, there was talk around the entire team. Everyone that I know texted me, was apologizing and everything. And I mean, there's nothing really we can do about it. We just have to get through it together. But I was happy with the way I started the season, and I just wanted to see how long I can keep it going. But I guess I don't have that chance now.
Well, thinking back, even a couple of weeks ago when this the ball started to roll, do you remember kind of at what time or at what point you realized that, hey, something bad is potentially going to happen, but maybe still holding out hope? Do you remember the few days where everything really unfolded?
Yeah, I do. It was the weekend before our first conference games. I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday, and that was whenever NBA started shutting down, and it was just a domino effect. So we hadn't technically got canceled yet, but it was it was only a matter of time. So, I mean, it took a couple days to really process it, but I tried to start that a little early. So I think I think a lot of people did, but hopefully they came out on the right side of it.
Right. Yeah. And you're hopefully you're right. Because I think right now, anybody who was still playing sports, I think that, well, it wouldn't be an option, but I think anybody who would even try to at this point, um, would be frowned upon, if not worse.
Yeah.
So, well, so what, I guess with you, I mean, stopping your season in season, are you at a place now where you're still training? Can you still get out to a batting cage and hit the ball a little bit, or is there any of that going on?
Actually, yeah. Me and my dad, days we go down to a little batting cage about 10 minutes from my house called Doane Baseball. It's a lot of fun. We go there, just hit for a couple hours. Um, it really let me free my mind, honestly, and it helps me get through the days just sitting here in the house alone, pretty much. Uh, right now, throwing, I'm not doing a ton of. I'm going to wait till summer ball, I think, to really start amping that back up. But I still really love to go to the batting cage. I still love to hit. We'll just see how long it stays open, see how long I can.
Right.
And if not, then just pick it back up at the beginning of summer.
So do you have a summer league that you play
Yes,
in?
sir. Yeah. Yeah. It's about 45 minutes from my house, Alpharetta Aviators. We have about 35 games in the summer, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Good. Good deal. Well, hopefully that does get started up, and hopefully on time.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
so now I don't know if you've had enough time to really process long term, but the NCAA and then the NAIA said right away that they were going to grant the season of eligibility back to the spring athletes that got cut short. So have you thought about how that might affect you? You're only a sophomore, but down the road, come your senior year or potential fifth year senior year?
Yeah, I've thought about it a little bit. I can't really make any decisions anytime soon, but I think the decision that I've made in my head is just get to that year, and if I have an opportunity to go further with baseball, and or if I did have an opportunity, then I might decide to play.
Yeah.
If not, then it might be time to start my life at that moment. It's just going to have to depend on the year I had before that year and what chances I have on going past.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the NAIA did the right thing by
Oh,
giving
yeah,
that season
definitely.
back,
Yeah.
and some.
So it's just going to be interesting how many seniors come back. I mean, hopefully a lot of guys will get the chance to end it right, but I mean, they might not. A lot of guys my opportunity.
Right. Yep. Well, they'll have the choice at least, and
Yeah.
better than obviously somebody telling you that you're
Yeah.
just done. So,
Yeah.
well, good deal. Well, hey, thanks for joining me today. Is there anything else you want to say before we sign off?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. That was a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, good deal. Well, good luck the next few weeks with your schoolwork, and hopefully you can still keep going to the batting cage as long as they let you in, and stay sharp with your skills and whatnot. And we would definitely look forward to seeing you back here in the fall, and then next spring seeing you pick up right where you left off.
Yes, sir. I'm happy to be back. I can't wait.
All right. Good to see you, Lucas.
You
We'll
too, man.
talk to you soon. Be well.
All right. You too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.